Welcome to the Virginia Department of Education's video series on the best practices for Virginia Community School implementation, a comprehensive approach to school improvement and transformation that engages whole communities in support of student learning and success. Best Practices for VCSI has 5 stages to assist community and school partners. Each stage of implementation includes a set of best practices that can be used to develop and strengthen your division's community school planning efforts. In each video, you will hear a story from Mountain Breeze Public Schools, a fictitious school division whose planning demonstrates the strategies used in real-life community school initiatives throughout Virginia. Mountain Breeze's implementation stories are meant to inspire your school division's community school team to transform how resources are organized in your community to create systems in which all students thrive. To follow along with this implementation story and help your team design and launch your own community school initiatives, use the tools in the Guide to Virginia Community School Implementation, which we also call the Guide to VCSI for short. You can also click on the Resource button in the Resource section of this module on your viewing device. In this video, we will learn how Mountain Breeze Public Schools utilizes Stage 3 best practices for Virginia Community Schools implementation, delivering supports. Within this stage, Mountain Breeze will address these best practices, align to the 4 branches of student support, integrate tiered systems of supports, and facilitate stakeholder learning and engagement. Best Practice 3.1. Align to the 4 branches of student support. Now that a strategy has been developed and school-based teams have formed to help deliver services, Mountain Breeze's community school team maps their plan to align their division's programs and services to VCSI's 4 branches of student support. These include responding to students' basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, personal care, and school supplies, enhancing students' sense of safety and promoting emotional and mental health, supporting student motivation and engagement, and engaging schools, families, and community as empowered partners. Mountain Breeze forms planning teams and committees at their 2 middle schools and their high school to support division-wide initiatives. The community school team uses the Stage 3 planner to track how planning across these different groups addresses the 4 branches of student support. Their goal is to ensure that services in the community are made accessible in multiple ways to respond to basic needs for students and families. As part of Mountain Breeze's policy and protocol review, the champion supports administrators at the 2 middle schools to align the morning bus schedule with the cafeteria's breakfast program. The team's community partner and collaborators support the launch of resource closets at each school, managed by committees made up of students, families, and staff volunteers. The community school coordinator trains teachers and community mentors to start conversations with students about their basic needs and makes presentations during family university sessions. The team promotes the Community School Resource Map, which has now been uploaded onto the division's website. They know that student emotional and mental health is connected to everyone's well-being and to students' sense of safety. To align to the branch of support related to students' emotional and mental health, the community school team finds opportunities to meet with staff across all 3 schools. Collaborators visit department meetings to learn what is discussed on a regular basis and how social and emotional support can be integrated into their agendas. They encourage staff to be aware of their own well-being and to share the kind of social and emotional support and training they feel they need for themselves and for their students. Collaborators share information about existing mental health services available inside the school and strategies staff can use to refer students to counselors. They use the Community Resource Map on their school's website to highlight the availability of mental and emotional health services in the surrounding area. During their regular meetings, the community school team organizes the needs and ideas reported by school staff for a division-wide plan that can be implemented across the 3 schools and even other schools in the Mountain Breeze division. To support student motivation and engagement, the community school team commits to fostering high expectations for students by promoting strong instructional practices. They partner with academic leadership at the schools to understand how the area's cultural museums, nature preserves, and local businesses connect to the curriculum. With the support of school administration and community partners, the champion and community school coordinator organize division-wide professional development on project-based learning to support meaningful, engaging, and appropriate real-world learning. The team uses community partnerships to expand service learning programs at the middle school and work-based programs at the high school. This promotes college, career, and civic readiness across all 3 schools. For the fourth branch of student support, family and community engagement, the team focuses on deepening family partnerships at the middle schools and the high school. They notice that engagement at Mountain Breeze PTA meetings and student conferences tapers off after elementary school. The team wants to learn from the families of middle and high school students in order to better understand their needs and preferences. So, they create a survey that asks about the time, location, and translation needs for these events. The team shares these results with school leaders in order to plan accordingly. Through collaborative planning, families' attendance at student conferences and meetings improves. The neighborhood community center and local church agree to provide meals and childcare so that Mountain Breeze's families have less barriers to participation. Mountain Breeze Public Schools also participates in events that take place in the community, where students and families are already connected. This makes engagement even stronger. Best Practice 3.2. Integrate systems of tiered supports. Because Mountain Breeze already uses multi-tiered systems of supports and has a VTSS coach, the community school team can align their strategy with the division's VTSS plans. They use their Stage 3 planner to document how community school practices can be delivered through tiered systems of support. The team begins by using data to analyze how each of the three schools respond to off-task and disruptive behavior using a tiered approach. They also meet with the division's VTSS coach and school leaders to understand what tiers of support could be strengthened through community partnerships and practices. The team learns that, with the addition of the resource closets and family events, the middle school teams feel confident in their universal supports at the Tier 1 level. The high school team shares that there is already a committee working on intensive supports at the Tier 3 level. So the community school team aims to increase targeted support at the Tier 2 level through partnerships and access to community resources. They work with Virginia's colleges of education. In addition to faculty with subject matter expertise, the colleges have a Center for Social and Emotional Health, whose mission is to empower teachers and families working with adolescents. These higher education community partners provide professional development or PD sessions for teachers and offer intensive training to all counselors, staff, and administrators who support students referred to the office for behavioral reasons. These PD sessions focus on small group approaches and strategies that teachers can use with students who need extra support for academic and behavioral challenges. Best Practice 3.3. Facilitate stakeholder learning and engagement. Every month, Mountain Breeze hosts a family university event. Taking place either in person or online, these events feature guest speakers who share information and strategies that families can use to plan for the future and support their students' well-being. Family university topics include recognizing the signs of anxiety in teens, helping your teen manage stress, how to talk about money with your teen, questions to ask your teen about their plans for the future, and why social time matters for your teen's well-being. Mountain Breeze also hosts events where teachers and counselors can learn about their students from families and community members. Presentation topics include living in multi-generational households, the top 5 concerns parents have about paying for college, what to ask about students' family life, and learning about students' culture and community. By the end of Stage 3, Mountain Breeze Public Schools delivers programs and services that align to the 4 branches of support, and they integrate their practices into the division's multi-tiered systems of supports. Mountain Breeze's community school team also facilitates opportunities for learning and engagement between school staff, families, and community members. Now that you know more about how Mountain Breeze Public Schools uses the best practices for this stage of implementation, it's time to reflect on what you've learned. By taking the quiz at the end of this module, you may find that you need to review some of the strategies or ideas in this video again, and that's okay. Rethinking and rebuilding your understanding is an important habit of mind that will ultimately help your team to develop strong and sustainable community partnerships. You will be able to retake the quiz as many times as you need. If you still have questions after taking the quiz and reviewing materials in the Guide to VCSI, click the link in the video to visit the Virginia Department of Education site for best practices for Virginia Community School implementation.